Yo, what's crackin'? It's your boy Fortified, and today we're going to be going over the newest Loom Rise seasons, which are Season 2 and the recently launched Season 3. If you enjoy this video, make sure to show your support by subbing and smashing like, so that I can get 1,000 subs and publish my maps. Without further ado, let's rejoin the heist and rip into Season 2. Welcome to Season 2 Heisted, where two clans have arrived on the island and are facing off in an action-packed battle for the Moonshard, which is my own spin-off of the Zero Point. Starting off here with Trusted Tracks, home of the Underground, who are one of the most important factions in Loom Rise so far. This POI has not changed at all, so let's not waste any time and move on to Durry District. Welcome back to the main town here in Loom Rise, Durry District. The only notable change here is that Pete's Postal Services has begun upgrading his building into his headquarters and constructing a large warehouse out back, as well as this small drill here belonging to the Blood Moons. Now we arrive back at Cranky Clunk's, a rather small location, but it holds a special part in my heart. These two small factory buildings have remained the same as well as most of the POI. Also, due to memory, power towers have been removed this season, and I'm not trying to start rumors or anything, but they won't be gone for too long. Now continuing on to the rigged research, which has had quite a few decent changes. Some being upgrades, some not so much, but here we are. One of the key things you may notice is the plane here is gone, which is taken off. You can also see that the tree that was once in the middle has been replaced by a radio tower as well as a ginormous drill bursting through the ground. Here we are, the first out of 4 new locations. Riptide Resort, which replaced Surfing Settlement. Here we have the Clip Store, which has been overrun and switched out for this lounging area. And now this main resort building, which is actually the first new thing I ever made at the start of this new season. But not much to say about it, just a normal hotel check-in area. This ice cream store that has been closed off, and this landmark, Oily House, which has been taken over and used for staff to live in. Now, for another landmark, Captured Corner, which was mostly made by my good friend Turtle Beef, whose channel is linked down in the description. This place has been absolutely wasted by the Blood Moons, destroying the crap out of this pinkish house here and even forcing Captain Carp to go out of business. Here we have a giant office building and this White House, which has been left untouched. And Hoedown House, which has unfortunately been reverted back to its original state and revamped for staff to live in. Here we have one of the more noticeable new locations, Kaboom Industries, which is clearly inspired by Eclipsed Estate. This POI has sadly removed a fan favorite landmark, Mountainous Market, gone but not forgotten. Now we climb the steps up to the entrance of Kaboom Industries, where you can take down a boss and be rewarded with her hollow twisted mythic assault rifle as well as a keycard to the vault, which works similar to the ones from Last Resort where you can come inside and choose from 2 mythic or exotic items. For this example, let's say I wanted the Void Mask, I would heist it, and then the other option, the Chug Cannon is locked, so there is no way to get both. Here we have the Beacon. This is a doomsday device that was constructed by the Blood Moons, which is what helps tie the story from Season 2 into Season 3. Now for the final new location, Seafoam Stronghold, which is the oil rig that is filled in the bottom right of the map. Here we have this blue building, which is the staff room. You can see we have a little storage area out the back here. Now for this Spillex oil farm and electricity farm, which is pretty fun to fight at. Here we have the main building. This is where Splode, this location's boss, spawns every game. Let's go on in and take him out. So let's eliminate him here, and I'll show you what he drops. Now that we have taken him down, you get a Boom Bolt mythic weapon and the keycard to the vault, which we will check out soon. And here's the last building at Seafoam Stronghold. We have the cargo sort of area, where you can see there is a ginormous crane up on the roof. Now for a small Easter egg landmark, Buddy Bonanza, which is just a small party area with all of the coral buddies watching the ocean. And then the vault, which is in a secret spot under the rig here. So let's just unlock this and I'll show you the heisted items in this vault. In this one, you can choose between the Shockwave Hammer or the Shockwave Grenade Launcher, which are both great for mobility, but the Shockwave Hammer is also melee, so I'm going to take that. And once again, you can see that the Shockwave Launcher is locked, and the hammer is in my inventory. And somehow, or for some reason, you land all the way at the bottom south of the ocean. We have Crashdown Copter, which is an absolute tiny landmark with a singular chest. And we're back. Season 3, title. The beacon malfunctioned, sending a surge of energy into the ocean, unleashing complete and utter chaos upon the island. With the brief context beside, we can dive in and check out the map. Starting off with Trusted Tracks, which has once again stayed the same, besides obviously the water level flooding the lower level of the POI itself. Here we return to Rigged Research, which is now Coral Corral. The middle island and bridges have been put washed over, leaving the iconic elevated buildings remaining above. So replacing it, in the center you'll find a buoy and a giant whirlpool in the middle that launches you into the sky, making for good mobility to rotate it. And nobody would land here if there weren't any changes, so there are some skate ramps and things scattered along the lab's roofs. Just a little west of Coral Corral, you will find the lighthouse, which is the second highest point in the map currently. With 4 chests at the top, plenty more throughout the loop is very good. Now for Octo Oversight, which was previously known as Kaboom Industries. Now the boss has been removed, meaning the vault here has been abandoned as well as most of its loot. You can also no longer heist items here. After exiting, instead of Patrol Park, you will find a small dockyard with this taco store, which was made by Turtlebeak. With some good interior and a couple chests, pretty neat. Well, Dury District survives once again, now stilted up on floats. No Sweat tried to save as much as they could, but clearly this noms has been destroyed. This small blue house also wasn't saved. Dur Burger has, though. The construction on Pete's Postal Services has been saved from the flood, and it looks as if the construction continues and has entered the second stage. Same cannot be said about the rig. The debris and rubble has begun to claim Seafoam Stronghold, changing it to no longer be named on the overview map. And Cranky Clunks has survived, now being named Cranky Cruises. The small factory building has been raised on rafts and decorated for a party. They fit this season's theme perfectly and even have a little underpass for boats to make their way through. And now for the absolute mess, Coaster Chaos. Chaos matches the look of this location flawlessly. This seriously might be enough to make a person blind. The resort check-in area has been obliterated by the sea. Now we'll make our way to the new part of the POI. The old office building has been brought to life and crowned with some cool sunglasses. Up top, you'll find a performing stage and dance floor with ballers, which leads me to the main feature of the POI, the roller coasters. The roller coaster is very scuffed, unfortunately. The pieces used were super bumpy and things. So it's not the smoothest ride, but it's still very cool and fun. Here we have this rafted windmill. There are 2 of these, but personally the one closest to Dury District is the better one. With these pallets, a couple chests. I think this might be the best drop spot in Season 3, but there's a video about that soon. I forgot to mention, there are also boats in this season. However, due to memory, they are extremely rare. So I'm going to have to leave it here. This is going to be the end of this map tour video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment on what your favorite new POI is so that I can see you made it all the way to the end. Kidspin Fortified. See you guys later.